Now, another key recommendation from NIST is content provenance.
Content provenance. That's a new one. What's that all about?
It's about tracking the origins of AI-generated content. Basically, being able to verify its authenticity. Think of it like a digital fingerprint or watermark.
So in a world where AI can create all sorts of fake content, this helps us know what's real and what's not.
Exactly. It can help address issues like misinformation, copyright infringement, and even impersonation.
Makes sense. So content provenance helps us trace the content back to its source. It's like having a breadcrumb trail.
And that ties into incident disclosure, which we talked about earlier. If something goes wrong with AI-generated content, being able to trace it back to its source is crucial for understanding what happened and preventing it from happening again.
It's all about accountability, right? Knowing where things came from and who's responsible.
Precisely. And speaking of incident disclosure, NIST emphasizes the importance of having really clear procedures in place for reporting and addressing AI-related incidents.
No sweeping things under the rug. So transparency is key here too, right?
Absolutely. If an AI system screws up, whether it's making a discriminatory decision or violating someone's privacy, there needs to be a clear protocol for dealing with it openly and responsibly. And NIST highlights the importance of learning from these mistakes and making sure that we're continuously improving the way we develop and use AI.
So it's not just about punishing mistakes, it's about using them as opportunities to learn and grow.
Right. And that leads us to a really important point that NIST makes. It's not just about technical solutions. It's about fostering a culture of responsibility within organizations and the AI industry as a whole.
That's interesting. So it's about going beyond just ticking the boxes and following the rules. It's about creating an environment where ethical considerations are baked into the entire AI development process.
Exactly. It's about asking those tough questions at every stage. Like, what could go wrong? How could this be misused? What are the potential unintended consequences?
Those are important questions to be asking. And it sounds like NIST is encouraging a more proactive approach to AI risk management.
They are. It's about anticipating problems and finding solutions before the AI is released into the world.
That's smart. It's like preventative medicine for AI.
Okay, so we've talked about governance, pre-deployment testing, structured public feedback, content provenance, and incident disclosure. Those are all really important recommendations from NIST. But they've also got some more specific advice on managing different types of risks.
Oh, like what?
Well, for example, when it comes to AI bias, they suggest a number of things. Remember, AI bias is a big concern because it can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes.
Yeah, we've already seen examples of that happening with things like facial recognition and hiring algorithms.
Exactly. And one of the key recommendations from NIST is to be really careful about the data used to train these AI systems. We need to make sure that it's representative of diverse populations and that it doesn't perpetuate existing biases.
So it's like making sure that the AI is getting a well-rounded education, learning from a variety of sources.
Exactly. And beyond that, NIST also suggests using techniques like what they call fairness-aware and machine learning.
Fairness-aware machine learning. What's that?
It's where algorithms are specifically designed to detect and mitigate bias. It's like building a bias detection system right into the AI. Now, when it comes to the risk of AI being used to generate harmful content, NIST recommends a multi-layered approach. Well, it starts with content filters. Think of these as the first line of defense, blocking or flagging inappropriate material before it can spread.
So, kind of like a spam filter, but for harmful AI-generated content.
Exactly. But content filters aren't perfect, so NIST also recommends having human moderators review flagged content, especially in sensitive areas like child safety.
So it's a combination of AI and human intelligence working together.